We are discussing ETFs for XRP. We're going to find out, people, if the CPI data is declining and providing us with an indication of where inflation is in the economy. Well, where we're going next. Will it drive the next rise in cryptocurrency? Oh, will there be more turbulence? That's not all, though. There are currently 17 active XRP ETFs. Institutions are starting to awaken, and everything is coming together for something monumental. Is this the moment we've been waiting for, or is this the movement? You must be ready for something significant that is about to happen. Click like, subscribe, and enable notifications. It's something you won't want to miss. Now is the time to start dissecting it all. $82,930, or Bitcoin, has increased by 1.4% during the last day. 1,910 is the theory I want to present. At the moment, it is down 2.4%. Yesterday, XRP had a pleasant little spike, closing at 2,200 cents, while the USD and USDC both came in at their dollar pegs. As of right now, it is up 2.49%. For those of you charting it with me and keeping an eye on the charts, it's still not out of the woodwork on XRP. What puts it in the range where a decision must be made right now? What is its desired destination? Do you understand? Will we break up to $2.50 and begin pursuing that initial resistance level, or will we continue to move $2 to the downside? We'll find out in time. The total market value of cryptocurrencies. Big things are coming, as Michael Saylor himself warned you. What on earth is this dude discussing? This might have to do with the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. He and his business may be about to have a significant event, such as purchasing a significant amount of Bitcoin or the United States purchasing Bitcoin from him. Of course, only time will tell. We know how this all works out, so we will soon find out. Saylor is aware of this, and he will ensure that we are informed about his Bitcoin dreams. I have no idea what you're up to. Look, there's nothing for you to do, and it's free. All of the calls we make and everything we get right are visible to you if you simply look and watch. We tweeted about this the other day, and you're starting to hear a lot more people talking about it. When we compare Bitcoin and the M2 global money supply, it always says that there is roughly a 10-week lag on this thing, so it's been a little over 2 months, 2.5 months, and Bitcoin's price always catches up to this day. It's pretty interesting if you actually paid attention to this, because it's pretty freaking spot on. In October, the global money supply hit a new record of 108.5 trillion, and during the last 2 months, the price of Bitcoin reached an all-time high of 108,000. However, the money supply has decreased by 4.1 trillion, reaching its lowest level since August. If this relationship continues, it suggests that Bitcoin's price could drop by as much as $20,000 over the coming weeks. Folks, this piece was published at the end of December. Insert your leg. The price of Bitcoin plummeted to between $70,000 and $80,000. This is fascinating. Take note of this. I'm going to release this. This is the same individual who shorted Twitter just before it crashed in a market stomp, much before Trump declared a strategic reserve. Who is he? What is it that he knows? He did, however, open the 140 million ETH 50x long. The intriguing aspect of this is that he held 50 Bitcoin and 50 Ethereum. He truly invested all of his money in ETH, and as a result, he was liquidated. That is painful. When you believe you know everything, it turns out that you don't know as much as you thought you did. My man lost a lot of stinking money. When Brad Garlinghouse discussed blurred news, he released this small eye emoji. A request for an XRP ETF was made by Franklin Templeton. There's only one left, people. BlackRock is the big one, the one that is still out there and for which we are all waiting. All of us are awaiting word from BlackRock that they will be submitting an XRP ETF. No look is present. It is unquestionably coming. There is no question about it. Here are 17 persons who wish to claim that this volatile share is actually 1 and not 3, and that some of these are futures and some aren't ETFs. In any case, notice that this 17 on paper equals 12, 17. Who gives a damn? An XRP ETF is on the horizon. We will receive several ETFs. More XRP ETFs than any other cryptocurrency are likely to be available. That's my only concern. Oh, if you're going to sit on Twitter and attempt to convince me that it's just 12 and not 17, we could actually suggest that it might be 9 or 14. We have XRP ETFs, and big corporations are starting to provide them, so I don't care. Templeton, Franklin, is enormous. Next up is BlackRock. Since it is currently 7:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and the CPI data will be released in 40 minutes, I want to get right into it. What is the function of CPI? I am asked this question a lot. The CPI calculates the average changes in prices that we pay customers for products and services over a given period. It indicates whether inflation or deflation is likely to occur. We have inflation if the CPI is increasing and deflation if it is decreasing. We don't want to hire CPI people, we want to lower it so that our money will go a lot farther. It instructs us to buy some power, so a higher CPI means the same amount of money buys fewer things, reducing them. Our interest rates will be impacted by the CPI. As you can see, higher inflation causes rate hikes. A higher CPI is bad since it causes everything to go up. A lower CPI results in lower inflation, which results in fewer rate cuts. Stocks, cryptocurrency, foreign exchange markets, when the CPIs are released, everything will respond quickly since they will provide us with an outlook on the economy and Fed policy. As a result, many people are curious about how Bitcoin plays a crucial role in the industry and how this will affect inflation expectations. Federal Reserve policy on overall risk settlement. When we look at inflation and Bitcoin as a hedge if we get higher CPI, so rising inflation, traditionally Bitcoin has been seen as a hedge against inflation, similar gold. However, this narrative has been tested as Bitcoin sometimes moves with risk assets. If we get lower CPI, suggestion inflation is under control, reducing the need for inflation hedges like Bitcoin. A hot CPI prints. This could lead to the Fed keeping interest rates higher for longer. If that is true, this usually is bearish for crypto, as higher rates make traditional assets more attractive than speculative ones. A cooler CPI, so lower than expected, may signal that we can get rate cuts a lot sooner, leading to bullish momentum in crypto as liquidity increases. So we want the CPI, what they're about to announce in 35 minutes, to come in lower than expected, because then people will jump into riskier assets. When we look at risk on versus risk off settlement, crypto thrives, and I mean thrives, in a risk on environment. We all know that crypto's risky. Only need the risky investors are in the crypto, so a higher CPI here could trigger a risk off settlement, meaning people will sell their money or sell their crypto looking to get into safer assets like bonds in the US dollar. A lower CPI means that people will start getting more involved in riskier assets, and then we can expect the prices, or pretty much expect the bull run to continue, right, to go back up instead of having a wave here. CPI reports, well, what's it going to do at the end of the day? Very simple. It's going to create short-term volatility in the cryptocurrency markets. If it's lower than expected, if it's higher than anticipated, anticipate a surge. If it's neutral, anticipate a dip. And if it's low, don't expect anything. I would prefer a lower than expected CPI rather than a neutral one. People, let's see what's going to happen. They will be announcing the most recent data in around 35 minutes. Let's watch how the cryptocurrency markets respond. We're rather neutral at the moment.